Right, the other thing is we have now finished coring the 4 places that we wanted to core in North America. That's a large number of troops. Let's move you over there. And the next question is, how much time and effort do I wish to spend converting? I mean, Manhattan at the very least, because I'm pretty sure that Manhattan will be the capital. And then we basically need to core everything else. As long as Manhattan's got more development than the others, I think we're fine. You produce tobacco. I mean, the only thing I'm a little bit short on is Diplo power. So I'm going to bite the bullet, and I'm going to dev you up to like 30. Just to make sure that Manhattan is very powerful. Hang on. Why is this called Manhattan? This is not Manhattan. This is New Lubeck. Come on. I thought that would have been automatically renamed. Oh, it might have been. With the mission when it completes. In which case we can get the umlaut. I wonder if that's going to automatically rename it. We'll see. This is either going to be with umlaut or without. I just hope that my manually having named it isn't going to overwrite the fact that it's going to have a new name. A new name. Right, you lot mount up into the ships and we'll send you over here as well. Looks like there's a Bohemian army sneaking around. I don't want to do any sieging. There's no reason for me to do any sieging. This is purely going to be for battles for me. I mean, if the minions want to do some sieging, that's entirely down to them. Right, how's the army down in South Africa looking? 8,000 strong now. Right, we could start getting Swana as well, and there's no reason for us not to. Hold on, let's go and stop Oldenburg. And then make sure Oldenburg has a university, because it's the only place that doesn't. And then we may as well start colonizing Swana, seeing as it's a thing I can actually reach. Likewise with Lower Mimpopo. In fact, Lower Mimpopo would probably be even better. Send you off. We just lost a trader. That's irritating. I mean, we can get another one. Are any of you half price? No. So be it. Growth of regimental towns. As the army becomes a way to earn a livelihood for an increasing number of our subjects, the cities that house the army installations and barracks are starting to grow under the supervision of army engineers and renovators. In Nord-Jylland, the growth of Aalborg has come to benefit the entire province. Nord-Jylland becomes a regimental city, giving it cheaper dev cost for 10 years. And 25% more manpower. That's crazy, because I have a feeling that Nord-Jylland is already, like, a crazy manpower province. Yeah, it produces 9,000 manpower now. That's a 1/12 of my entire manpower production. One province. And then we have barracks already established there, and then also manpower law. And eventually, I'm going to start building some more manufactories and things, but I don't need to do that right now. Elzadraki just died. That's irritating, because I'm now going to need to hire some more. Fine. This is going to be... Daniel Horton. And Daniel Horton's quite acceptable. Now, do we have 2 and 2? Right, so we are at our 4 limit. Good stuff. Had to fight 2 300k armies of Commonwealth Juggernaut with 120 discipline. Yeah, that wouldn't be fun. Is the area down here assigned to the trade company? It should be, but what I've been doing is making sure that it's converted first. So this one is, and it's in the trade company, whereas Matewa isn't converted yet, so I haven't added it to the trade company. Highveld, for example, is. The problem I'm having, though, is beating these fetishists. I was not anticipating having so many problems fighting them. Are we still waiting for another unit down here? We are, then. Okay. And the American army is growing. I bet you're going to try and intercept here. That would be kind of annoying, but I would understand. Helra! Permanent navies. Helra got that, not me. Permanent navies have gone from being exceptional cases to becoming the norm. The institutions devoted to the control of these new navies are beginning to take a much more active part in the procurement of supplies for the construction, rationing and upkeep of those ships. Price of naval supplies goes up by 50%, which is great for me. Price of glass and livestock also goes up, which is also great for me, because I have a lot of livestock. Glass less so, but livestock, yes. And then the other thing I wanted to try and do was see if I could promote these. I can't promote you, because you're not my culture. And I'm beginning to think that I should just go for Alexander Schmerz. Because, yeah, you're giving me inflation reduction, but inflation isn't actually a problem right now, so we're going to bring in Alexander Schmerz. And that's going to give us more points. That's a big Bohemian army right there. Mohican just converted. Next up we want... We had? Wider, sorry. I think Wider's here. No, Wider's in South Africa. Quinnipiac, though, is here. Isn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah, the fetishist stuff is the South African stuff. I can't believe they're just leaving this army to siege down Krakow. This is very nice of them. Right. Are we ready to fight here yet? Almost. Meanwhile, the American army... Almost. Krakow has fallen. And my colonies are arriving in bigger and bigger numbers. Oh, Scilly is just pieced out against Bohemia. 4 territories. I'm sorry, Scilly. Alright, 13,000 of you against 13,000 with a really good general. This is a fight you should win. Come on. There we go. Now they have no general either. They did so much damage, though. I'm actually astonished how much they managed to do. This time you're attacking me. This time I'm thrashing you. That's more what I was expecting. Okay, then your job is now going to be autonomous rebel suppression down here. Accept, and you'll automatically siege all of that stuff down. And also reduce the chance of uprisings happening in the future. Whereas you are going to be responsible for autonomous rebel suppression up here. Okay. Ah, you still have the Marines. Right. Let's deselect them. Put them in a different province. Put them in Halifax. That'll do. In fact, I could go and pick up the Marines now. I don't think I necessarily need you there. Let's do that. Send over the transports again. Oh, what? Bohemia? Sieging down my lands? It's not very nice of you. You're going to hold for the reinforcement? Yeah, you are. I don't know why I was so worried about Poland. I'm pretty sure that Poland can absolutely obliterate Bohemia. I'm just going to make sure that they don't steal any of my territories. That's going to be my job now. You're taking those territories back again. Alright, cool. That's really annoying. How the hell am I meant to deal with this? Ugh. Why is my revolt risk so bad? I have a minus 7.7 revolt risk. Why am I getting so many? Alright, let's send you back over here. I don't want to send a full army. You know what? No, we'll send you to South Africa to pick up this army and we'll use them to go and take Wider. Because I don't want to send one of my regular big armies to do this. There's no reason for it. So you can stay here in Holstein. You can start drilling. You can start drilling. And we're slowly but surely taking all of this back again. Okay, more universities. I guess Lincoln, London, Gloucester, Chester? I'm trying to remember where the centres of trade are. No, Chester isn't one. Lancashire, because it's Lancashire. I don't think I necessarily want to build Britain up too much. Gotland and Bornholm will do. Okay, universities are still being built. Lovely jubbly. And now we can get an ahead of time bonus for admin. How long is that going to last for? 61 days. It's just hit January with 35% ahead, 40%. This would cost 700. Is it worth it for two points of innovativeness? I mean, that probably is. Do it. And now we have another idea group. So we need to start thinking about this. What are we going to grab? We could get innovative ideas, seeing as we're doubling down on the old innovativeness anyway. We could go for a diplo, like trade, which we still don't have. Trade plus plutocratic would be another merchant. Economic would be trade efficiency and production efficiency. Expansion would be trade efficiency steering. Quality would be 20% trade efficiency. Yeah, trade plus quality would be amazing. Sindrin, thank you for the bits. Good news, my lord. The English voted 52 to 48 for remaining with the Hansa. Uh-huh. Too soon. Too soon. Especially because in the papers now, it was just emerged that Britain is now unlikely to have a deal with Europe by the end of the year. Hard Brexit, here we come. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. I'm not excited. I'm terrified. We could go maritime for the blockade... Sorry, naval for the blockade. Privateering efficiency with maritime. Production efficiency, goods produced with economic. Doesn't gel that well. Innovative would give us prestige and advisor costs. Alongside plutocratic. Maritime would be maneuver and heavy ship combat. Quality would be infantry combat. I think trade. I think trade is where we're going to go. We're going to double down on just being incredibly rich. 20% more global trade power. Sure. Sounds great. Mordred flee to Ireland. We'd welcome you with open arms. Ireland is probably my third choice. It goes Canada, the Netherlands, Ireland. But with COVID right now, like, moving abroad is basically impossible. I'm quite annoyed about this. Because just before COVID started, like literally 2 weeks before the COVID lockdown occurred, I was going to the Netherlands to like look at different cities and things to see where I'd possibly want to move to. And now I'm just like, I'm going to be stuck here. The whole country's going to be burning and I'm going to be stuck here. Oh, it's not. It's going to be an absolute travesty. Like, the country's economy is going to explode. And the problem is, the Tories can now blame COVID and Europe. Well, not really Europe, but they can blame COVID if everything goes wrong. It's like, oh, we were trying to do this during the plague. Can't blame us for not showing any sense of competence. And actually, in a way, I kind of sympathise with them. It's like, they didn't expect COVID to happen. They were expecting to be negotiating during this period. Do I expect them to have actually achieved anything in those negotiations? Absolutely not. But they could at least have been trying, whereas now it's just like, yeah, you kind of got to focus on the COVID response. I get that. So, delay it. There was still a cut-off point like a month ago where they could have said, let's just delay this for a year because of COVID. And I think Europe would have been like, all right, fine. But now that, like, legally they can't. There was a legal cut-off, which was the last time that they can go to Europe and say, we want an extension. That has passed. Could Scotland leave the UK? I am expecting them to leave the UK. I don't think... Like, if England doesn't want to stay in the Greater Union of Europe, then why the hell should Scotland stay in the Greater Union of the UK? It makes no sense to them. And I have a feeling that Scotland now would actually have a very easy time rejoining the EU than if it got independence before Brexit. Because I have a feeling that Europe is going to want, basically, an in to English trade. And Scotland would provide that if it was an independent entity. Oh yeah, and the thing that's going on in England or Britain at the moment is there's a massive report into Russian interference in the British political system, much like there was for the American political system. And Brexit isn't even mentioned. Like, that's so suspicious. Was there any collusion with Russia? Probably. But the fact that it's not even mentioned? Someone's trying to cover something up. Sturgeon's pushing hard for another referendum. I reckon she'll get it. Maybe not necessarily this time, but after Brexit has happened and everything collapses economically, yeah, she'll get it. All Scotland needs to do is make themselves really expensive. And just be like, we want this money from Westminster. We want this money from Westminster. We want this money from Westminster. And then Westminster will be like, go away. We don't want to deal with this anymore. That's how they should do it. They could technically get an extension by a new treaty, but that would have to be ratified by each of the 27 EU members, which wouldn't happen at this stage. Britain's pissed off too many people. I still don't think Brexit was a good idea economically. I don't think there are very many, even with the pro-Brexit lobby, who thought it was a good idea economically. But my sovereignty. That's their argument. But the borders. We want to protect the borders. You already could. Anyway. Enough Brexit. It pisses me off more than you can imagine. So we could... No, we're still not going to get military. So we could spend some more military points. Conversion in Lubeck is done. Okay, so where are we going to convert next? And have we converted enough? Because they can convert territories for themselves. And that would be significantly cheaper than me trying to do it for them. Are you converting? Oh, you're colonizing your own territory? Interesting. Because they've probably got loads of colonists, and they can't send them anywhere because Canada exists. So they're boosting their own development instead. That's 3 separate colonists. Wow, how many did you have? One there, one there. 28 development in Placentia now? Crikey. And then this guy as well. Although none down here, which is a little surprising. I'm not seeing any missionaries. I'm not sure you are converting. Oh, I can convert your territories. Interesting. Is that because you have a we don't care about religion modifier? Yeah, it is. Heretic and heathen provinces do not give any penalties. And I think that all colonial nations have that. Which is a bit of a cop-out. So, I mean, here's the thing. I actually want as much as possible to become Protestant because I'm the defender of the Protestant faith. So the more Protestant provinces there are, the stronger the Protestant faith becomes, the bigger my bonuses. So I actually want this. Cornwall voted 60% for Brexit, now wants money to compensate for lost EU funds. It's hilarious and sad at the same time. Yeah. Russia collusion report did mention the Brexit referendum and said the security service hadn't been looking into it, so they don't know. Uh-huh. No, Canada's just got independence. It was from Scotland. Canada was actually a Scottish province. Scottish nation. They broke free, unlike New Scotland, who didn't. But yeah, we definitely could fabricate some conflicts between Hanseatic and Canada, because I would kind of like them to manage to link up this bit. So there's just one contiguous border. Which right now it's not. But that's not something that we necessarily need to do right now. The next thing is definitely getting a colony here. It's just a question of when. But now that I know that I can convert colonial provinces, I think that's what I'm going to start doing. I wonder if I use their conversion, my conversion strength. Probably mine. Okay, in that case, we are going to core something down here, which is hopefully cheap. Androskin. Where is Androskin? There. That works for me. Oh wait, no, that's not in cost order. Now it is. South Africa, Penobscot. Penobscot's up here. There it is. Penobscot will do. Core that. Then once Penobscot's done, the rest of this should then flip. And we can start converting... I mean, we could start converting South Africa. Well, Chester needs to go first. And I think I'm also going to spend some development. Just to keep that cost down. Bohemia has not attacked me at all. Bohemia and Poland continue to fight. Oh, Hanseatic. Losing your armies. Nope, they're retreating, it's fine. We've got a 40% war score now, so I think we're good. Naval attrition. Yeah, you're taking some. But you're back in supply now, just in time. Bastion New Lancaster is completed. Excellent. Trade expansion has led to a growing desire amongst the merchants to start new trade ventures outside of our borders. So we can gain 10% trade efficiency for 5 years, or we can gain national tax modifier. We earn 44 ducats out of taxation, or 312 through trade. Huzzah! And that's with a higher trade percentage. Sorry, with a tax percentage than we have trade. Yeah, I think I'll take the trade efficiency. Thanks. So what I think I might start doing now is actually building manufactories. Because one thing we are still really sorely lacking is manpower. So that's what we're going to start doing. I feel like we have enough universities for the moment. Core rule is a new button, yes. We do have a free colonist. That is true. And we shall send you here. Because Griqualand just finished. Then we can also get Sunku. In fact, no. Let's get Sunku first, because Spain could steal it. And then I think we probably want to prepare for a war against Moravi. Start moving up their coast. Their military tech is 19, ours is 21, we're about to hit 22. I think I want one of my regular armies down there though. Oh, we still need to go to wider. That's why these guys are here. Ah, rebel risk is all but disappeared now. Excellent. Right, you jump on the ships. And we'll sail you off to here. Where the rebels have actually been killed. We just need to retake the territory. Could totally do that with Marines. Huzzah! Speaking of Marines, can I recruit any more? No. They're not even appearing in the list. Visit from shady people. I'm going to say no. Thank you. Thank you. Slurfen gifted a sub to Colinas. Thank you very much for that, Slurfen. Very much appreciate it.